to my channel. My name is Hart and welcome to Friday's full body workout. We're going to be doing 35 seconds of work and 25 seconds of rest using a light set of dumbbells for some of the moves. If you haven't, please make sure you do subscribe to this channel and hit the like button if you do like this video by the end. We're going to get started with a warm up in just 10 seconds. And we're going to start off with a light jog. 2, 1, off we go.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Side step with a chest pull.
And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up?
Arm circle back.
Shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect.
And forward.
Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in
And twist in place. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine. Back you from that. Active hamstring stretch.
You might mess it up, just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up, just shine. I know it's a little bit too much for sure. So cold, but we're always gonna.
And then into windmill.
He goes in this wicked game, it's all for sure. Oh, I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead to let me smile for all I care. Just
And rest. So we're going to start with a V raise. Now you can use weights with this one. I'm going to show you without just to start off with. So you're just going to tilt forward ever so slightly and you're going to imagine that you're pulling your arms away to create a nice V shape, and then you bring them back down to the middle. So you want to make sure that you're pulling away, we're not elevating the shoulders as we come up, and then bringing them back down to start. So no weights for this round, or weights if you feel comfortable.
you interrupt me and I interrupt you. a shame. When did we start losing and stop giving? I remember I gave it time, all of my time. Now my mind's lost in its thoughts. I want you want only you. But my heart's all tied up in knots. Wanna release it, wanna release.
And rest. So, come in to get a weight if you want one. Again, you don't need to. We're going to do a medicine ball slam. But for this, with the weight, you're going to bring it down and then lift it back up as you come into the raise of the squat. So with the medicine ball, obviously you do more of a force, so try and control it a bit more with the use of the dumbbell. Off we go. Make sure you're using a light dumbbell. Control the motion the whole way through. So don't let the arms drop as you're coming down. Control the movement.
When we carefully picked our words, so humble. Now it's like we don't care about what's coming out of our mouths. I'm sorry, I gave it time, all of my time.
And rest. Place the dumbbell on the floor. Next we're going to do a glute kickback. So you can use a chair if you wish for support, or you can hold onto the wall. For myself, I'm just going to have my arms out in front, and we're simply going to lift the leg backwards. Have a slight bend in the front leg, and try not to rotate the hips, so keep the hips in line. Sink in to your right hip if you need to. Off we go. And switch sides. I'm gonna be there with you. We jumped side by side, unafraid of what we can. And rest. So again, you can do this without weights. I'm going to show you with weights. We're going to do a reverse fly. So you can also use a resistance band. Place it under your feet. We've done resistance band reverse flies in the previous program. And we're going to raise the arms up and out to the side and back down. With weights, you're going to make it harder, so you might not be able to raise up as high on the side. Off we go.
Let me clear my head and get rid of the distractions. I was down when I saw you in the clouds. Out of phase, filled with doubt. I was drifting in and out, levitate, fade away. I had left full time and space, but you just caught my eye. Hey, nah. Please won't you come over? Let me get to know ya. Hey, nah. Delve into emotion.
And lastly, we're going to do a sumo deadlift. So the first round, we're not going to use weights at all. Have your feet out nice and wide. Imagine you've got something in front of you. We're going to sink nice and low into that deadlift and then raise up. Off we go. To the floor if you can. That's what makes it the difference between the idea of a squat and a deadlift. With the deadlift, we're really concentrating on having that weight in front of us. And back to the V raise. This will be a challenge with the use of weights. You can use a resistance band instead. So just make sure you're holding on to the ends and place the band under your feet. So you may not get the height that you had in the first round without weights, but the same motion, raising up to the sides and then back down to the middle. Do not hold your breath as you're raising up. Off we go. like your shoulder blades pinching together ever so slightly for that move. Then back into that medicine ball slam. I cannot stress enough how important it is not to just let the weight drop, because that could really pull your arms out of place if you're not controlling the motion. Off we go.
I'm a spin, I'm a baller, take a deep breath. I'm a shark, you 7 days a week, I'll be up all night, day and night, day and night. I'm a spin, I'm a baller, take a deep breath. I'm a shark, you 7 days a week, I'll be up all night, day and night, day and night.
My life's dope, I wear fancy clothes. I'm a hella woke, I got hella flow. As I learn to dope, I'ma bring the show. Anywhere I go,
Living life to the maximum, all day and night, all day and night.
And drop the weight, go back into that glute kickback. So remember to center the hips, so don't have them twisted out, make sure they're nice and neutral. Arms out in front, kick behind, slight bend in the knee.
Blitz in the fast lane, I'ma be on top of the world, watch it happen. I'm a spin, I'm a baller, take a deep breath. I'm a shark, you 7 days a week, I'll be up all night, day and night, day and night. All day and night, all day and night.
Switch sides.
Living life to the maximum, all day and night, all day and night, all day and night. I'll be up all night. Living life to the maximum.
And rest. So grab those dumbbells again for that reverse fly. Remember to try and make sure that back is nice and straight at an angle. Don't see your back sinking in, so don't allow your belly to drop. Off we go.
I wear fancy clothes. I'm a hella woke, I got hella flow. As I learn to dope, I'ma bring the show. Anywhere I go,
Living life to the maximum, all day and night, all day and night, all day and night. Living life to the maximum, all day and night, all day and night, all day and night. I'll be up all night.
And rest. Last move, sumo deadlift. But so for this round, we're going to use one weight, placing it between our legs. So as we drop down, sink down, the weight will help, hopefully, to push you down a little bit further. But don't go too far so that you strain yourself to get back up. Off we go.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I.
And rest and join me on the floor. So thank you for joining me on the floor. First we're going to grab a resistance band because we're going to do some seated rows. So wrap the band around your feet, flex the feet so that it doesn't pin up at you. Start with the band at about knee level, make sure that back is nice and straight. Pull the band back, behind your back, really create tension, bring those shoulder blades together. Off we go.
Not waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close, can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it.
kneeling plank. So for this, you can do it one of two ways. You can either have your toes and your knees on the floor, and then we're going to simply have a nice straight back as much as possible and hold position, or you can cross the feet behind you and hold your plank in this position. You can also sink into a forearm plank, which is kneeling. I'm going to do it this way for this round. I'm going to see if I can elevate my plank for the second. The forearms just add a little bit more stability. Remember to engage that core, so you don't want to feel that your belly is dropping, because then that will mean that you have an anterior pelvic tilt. You want to make sure that the core is engaged. Look at your hands if you can. Try not to look through. And rest. So have the weight nearby you. For now we're going to get the band. We're going to try our weights. The second time we're going to do our chest press. So have the band behind you. Make sure that your elbows are on the floor to start off with. Raise the band in front and up and back down. Should be at chest level, not at eye level. Off we go.
Celebrate, 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 celebration, celebrate. Hey, what's your style?
And rest. So I'm going to be using them for the second round. We're going to next do a lying pullover. So you can use this without the weights to start off with. Make sure that your head is on the floor. Have your hands so they reach between your legs if they can. You bring your arms up and over your head and then return to the start. We're going to do it without weights for the first round. Lovely, off we go. Create tension in those arms as you bring them over. And to sink your lower back into the floor. Particularly as you're raising your arms over, it's easy for your back to arch. So we have done progressions of this in the beginner program, so if you're not comfortable doing a proper dead bug, you can do around the world. So you lower one arm, lower one leg, lower the other leg, lower an arm. If you're up to the challenge, you're going to lower one arm, and as you do so you lower the opposing leg and then bring it back to centre. Off we go. Go down slow, controlled, pressing that lower back into the floor, engaging that core. Only go where it feels comfortable for you. Celebrate, celebration, celebrate, 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 celebration, celebrate. And rest. So coming back up, we will need the band just for the seated row. I'm not going to use it for the chest press. I find that it hurts my arms more than it would with weights. But I think that's because I had the band a little bit too tight. So remember as well with this movement to try and depress the shoulders, don't have them up to your ears. Off we go.
Pulling up with the blue champagne, blue champagne, blue champagne. Let's celebrate with the blue champagne, blue champagne.
Knees should be pointed upwards. You want to see your knees bringing them together. Toes pointing to the ceiling too.
With the blue champagne, blue champagne.
kneeling plank. Remember, several modifications, so you can have it more as if you're doing a quadruped position, so like a cat-cow. You can raise the feet, cross the feet if you need to, come down to your forearms. I'm going to hold a high plank this time around.
You've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an
Shoulders, wrists and elbows should be in line,
wings, but now I shine
she says.
reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet.
Don't arch the bum up, so try and keep it neutral but don't let it sink.
You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and send me.
So planks are great, not everyone's cup of tea, but they do really help to develop that core strength. So we're going to come down for the chest press. I've got my weights at the ready. Eventually we will use a bench, but using the bench makes it a little bit harder because your arms have got no safety net, as it were, with the football. Off we go. You may actually find it harder to control the weights if you're using dumbbells instead of a resistance band. Because it's all about your own movement and how you control the dumbbells going up. So try not to let them shake too much. If they're doing this, the weights may be a little bit too hard at the moment. Bring them to meet in the middle. You want them to be meeting you, touching at the middle. You don't want one to be higher than the other. And rest, drop one. So I'm going to use one dumbbell, you don't have to, but we're going to start between our legs as usual, bring it over our head, sinking that lower back into the floor, return to start. Off we go.
Like a bomb, I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings.
And rest. Last one is our dead bugs. Remember, you can do an around the world dead bug, dropping one limb at a time, or you can do opposing limbs. Here we go.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
And rest. So bring those knees in, give them a nice hug.
Baby, I see you hanging with your friends.
Drop the legs. Make sure no weight's near you. Raise one up to your chest. Bring it across. And look to the side.
You prioritize peeping your IG pictures on my phone. I won't spend another night at home. Okay, I'ma just be on my way.
And drop.
See, I'm not
Other
the
side.
one to take for granted, babe. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what
Coming
I
up.
deserve.
Twist.
Love,
And really feel that stretch.
done for me.
or the shins or the knees, wherever you can meet.
But now I'm left with no more tears to cry. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you've done for me.
Switch over.
Done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you've
Sink
done
into a nice
for
child's
me,
pose.
done for me, done for me lately. Where's your heart and your attention? Where's the kind of love that I used to know? If you want me the way I want you,
And then just do a nice cobra
all
stretch.
that you do, it's only
Sing.
right, it's what I deserve. Love,
Just feel
tell
your
me
lower
what
back
you've
and then lovely
done for
stretch
me,
there.
done for me, done for me,
Twist.
done for
So
me.
one foot comes behind.
Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me?
And the other.
Tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Where's your heart and your
And rest. So huge thank you for joining in today's workout. If you enjoyed it, please make sure, as I said at the start, give it the like, hit the subscribe button. If you have any comments about any of the workouts that you've been doing, what you've enjoyed, what you'd like to see in future workouts, please make sure that you do put them in the comment section below. But for me, for now, it's bye.
I'm a spin, I'm a baller, take a deep breath. I'm a shark, you 7 days a week, I'll be up all night, day and night, day and night. I'm a spin, I'm a baller, take a deep breath. I'm a shark, you 7 days a week, I'll be up all night, day and night, day and night.
My life's dope. I wear fancy clothes.